Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay callin' in this bitch. We ain't worry about none, we celebratin'.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined with a phenomenal PulseNation guest, Wales Only and Crypto Wonder in the house. Boys and girls, we are on episode 30. XXX. This is the XXX episode, y'all.
I just want to put it out there. I don't sleep with women I don't fornicate with. So if you're not like that, it's simple.
Yo, Mike Tyson kills me with that shit.
I'm with Mike. I'm with Mike on that shit.
Yeah, I got it.
Fuck out of here. We ain't freaking. We ain't speaking. Fuck out of here.
The bed ain't rocking. We ain't nobody
talking. We ain't talking. Do I know you?
At
I
all.
don't know you.
What's up, chat? What's going on? We got 25 people in here already. Okay, chat's lit.
Absolutely. Shout out to y'all, man. What's up,
Shout out to
everybody?
the chat.
Crypto Wonder in the house. Wells Only in the house, guys.
Yes.
This Thursday, August 17th. We are damn near already 3/4 of the way through the year, y'all.
No, it's crazy, isn't it?
What we doing?
It's crazy, bro.
Everyone freaking out, guys. We're on day 97 of PulseChain being out.
Yo,
Everyone's
I was just
freaking
about
out.
to say, PulseChain is only 90 days old, yo.
Right.
Damn.
That's it.
Yo, how
That's
lucky are we to be here, though?
Yo, what's even better is Hex is 3.69 years old, my boy.
Yo, listen. If everybody is playing their cards right, and I hope that people are, you're finding ways to accumulate more pulse so that you can diversify into all these phenomenal richer heart products.
100%. Y'all, if y'all are getting yourself more pulse, however you're doing it,
I mean, you got to get real crypto is what it boils down to. I mean, and that's why we call it richer heart products, right? Because we know he knows how to design real crypto.
yeah.
That's really all it boils down to. Because
You know what's behind it by saying Richard Hart. It's something that's tried, tested, instilled in the honors and beliefs that we actually have. Going in.
That's right.
Oh, why you think we didn't buy Hex because of Richard Hart? We
Nah.
bought Hex because the way Hex works.
Simply put.
That's it.
But that's also why, right, we can sit here and claim to be maxis of those types of products, right? Because we know the quality that underlines the design of the protocol that we're putting our money into. Because at the end of the day, imagine if you would have been one of them ship guys that saw all that ETH go. I bet they're asking where'd that ETH go now. Bet they asking that shit today, ain't they? Huh?
That's crazy, man.
Cold-blooded. That's right. Don't give a fuck. Because you know what? You know what? That's exactly why I will always shit on Full Rules. People think it's a game. It's not a game. And while I make jokes about people losing millions of dollars or however much it was, guess what? If they knew better, they'd do better. And they wouldn't fuck around with some corny-ass losers that aren't actually serious about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's evident.
You tried to turn a meme coin into a Sears thing.
Did you see the tweets, bro? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? They out here tweeting about this shit, sharing Telegram posts. Oh, I think we fucked up big time. LOL. Yep. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yo, that's people's livelihoods on the line, bro, and they think it's a game. And I'm supposed to be cool with them? Fuck out of here. You must be a dumb motherfucker with your head up your ass so far, you can't even blow your fucking nose. Seriously, how am I supposed to respect people in that? I mean, get the fuck out. Come on. Let's be serious. I mean, these people don't care about you or anybody. They care about their pocket. It's evident.
You gotta update your worldview, Wales. Come on, we gotta adopt Shiba. You gotta expose onboard. You got the onboard.
Let's adopt the shit that don't work.
No, we gotta adopt everything. We gotta embrace all the builders, all the that comes out, I need y'all to put $100,000 in each and every single one of them coins that come out because we have to embrace
to help adoption. How do y'all think? How else do you think we're gonna get that?
No, we're not gonna get it. Buy every coin you see, please. Put $1,000. And builders, we need another 7 Aves and 32 balances. Thank you. Thank you. Building, guys.
32. Respectively, please.
Please. And then we'll get the ball. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. We need 7 more Dexes at least. Come on.
Oh my God.
Hey, one of them decks is gonna have that like shimming him.
I think we should all combine funds and launch a Dex ourselves.
I got my smart gate readily available for travel. We gonna go intergalactic in this bitch.
Hilarious, yo.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, y'all funny, man. Y'all goof.
Here they come. Here they come.
Y'all out of control, man. You're out of control, man. Come on, man.
Here they come. Any of you in P die? Any of y'all? What's going on? They coming already, man. What's going on with the P die, man?
Are we doing this?
I thought
we're not.
I thought we talked about this in May 2021 or was it 2020? Whenever 2021, whenever PulseChain was announced. I thought we talked about it then. Then I talked about it again after mainnet launch. I thought we talked about it then, but I don't really understand why people need constant like hand holding and babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had 2 opportunities to understand that this here is a copy of that thing over there that's worth 1.
Right.
So what did it? I mean, if it's a copy, that means it works the same.
It's the exact copy, man. There's nothing different. So yes.
Hey, man.
So I don't really understand why people are all in a frenzy about it. 38 PLS per die into it, because it was literally worth 1/10 of a die at one point, or 1/10 of a pulse at one point.
Wow.
So you're about 380x late.
God damn.
Yes, that's very true. I'm looking. Yeah, you can definitely see in the chart that bitch looked deader than dead. And
let's say 300x late. Let me not be so specific.
Yeah. Here's what's funny about that. Even if you just held, congrats. Like, I don't know. Like, it ain't $1 anymore, but it ain't 0.
Precisely. But that's the whole thing, right? It's like we don't know if it's ever gonna be $1. We don't really know anything. We don't control it. We don't have any autonomy over it. Yep. What we do know is that it's similar to what already exists on Ethereum. That's what we do know. So based on that I can never say this word. Based on those facts, we know how to move. Right. So all you really had to do is just wait for a really good opportunity to get a phenomenal bag. I mean, the price just went down for weeks after launch.
Here's what I'll say about DAI. I want all you guys that are in it, all you guys that have done well in it, be a good boy and pump my bag. Because that's where it's gonna go. You're gonna take all them games.
Exactly. But that's exactly the point.
So I'll be patient. That's the name of this episode.
Well, what I'd say is, if you're smart, watch the market. Maybe it'll provide you with an opportunity to play with the big boys.
Right.
Yep.
Because anybody that was smart was watching and waiting.
Yep.
That's what these markets are really about. And this is something that I guess I haven't really said like that before, because people really don't get it. Watching and waiting is what markets is all about. Why do you think I'm always snipering shit, quote unquote? Because that's literally how you have to operate. It doesn't matter if you don't want to. That's if you want to be successful and efficiently successful, that's how you have to move. You don't want to risk capital you don't have to risk. We're working individuals. We got to work for a living until we don't. So you got to think a little bit smarter than you already do. and always work towards thinking a little bit smarter than you want to, because at the end of the day, you can't see all the bullets that are coming your way. It's impossible.
Right. Right.
You gotta be ready.
Yeah. I am a full-blown maxi. You know, I'm not going to
100%.
talk about.
Hold on, bro. I think we got to play that video on this stream because I even played it on mine. It's time to get
Throw it up there. Yeah,
what was gonna say?
All right, hold on. I'll pull it up. You getting pulled up, Wes?
Yeah. You want to pull it? It don't matter.
I'll pull it up. I got you.
All right. Cool. So yeah, I'll just say like my man Crypto Wonder says, a lot of people DJ in this space. When I DJ, and I seek no attention. Now I'm not saying he died DJ play. It's not a DJ play, I don't think. But I'll just say I will wait for you guys to get rich on it, and then take that bread and pump my bag. I will be patient.
But that's the right. But think about it. What is everybody doing? Just that.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
That's
what we're all doing.
Yeah, here we'll play this, but this is exactly what it all comes down to. It's a maxi mentality for sure. But what's best about it is this is why Hex will pump in the future, because one, people got weak hands. Two, this shit don't last forever, especially with meme coins. Sometimes they get lucky, sometimes they do phenomenal. You might get that one in every single, like we'll say 50,000 tokens will get you there. So you hold on, you move some of the money, you take profits along the way, and you buy the assets that you're talking about, the big assets, the blue chip, whatever the heck you want to call it, but something you truly do believe in, not something that, okay, went up and did something that I thought might happen organically, but this is something I truly believe in. So either way, I get a 10x here, and now I'll go 10x that 10x on top. Simple.
That's it, baby.
So we're going to play a little song from Wes, guys. If y'all ain't heard the new jam from our man Westcott right here.
Get ready to get lit.
Stay with it. I know this thing gets Crypto Wonder fired up, man. So we're going to right here, and we're going to check this out.
Stay with it.
HEX, PLS, PLSX. I like those ticker symbols a lot. If you're building something on Pulse, get an audience that ain't mine, homies. What am I going to show your like potential rug pull project?
Stay with it. Stay with it.
This stuff is really hard to build.
You know the type, but don't play with it.
You're not going to get a kind word out of me about your project.
Pulsex, Maxi. A whole lot of Maxi. PulseChain, Maxi. I told her, say it at me. Team with your heart if you ask me. I eat the pretzel, I'm nasty. It's still a bad market, I'm winning. I had a goal and I hit it. They only mad that you committed. Yes. PulseChain, HEX. I got a setup for two. DC, hey with it. But I like to FOMO too. Swap in, swap out. Click. What the fuck is all the talk about? I better shake up the room. RH, passion. So a lot of passion. T-shirt, stacking. Yes. Louis V. Ben Cage, bougie. I better make the movie. I better clap your Kofi. Stay with it. You know the type, but don't play with it. I make an action movie. Space is boring. 7 hours is annoying. PulseChain, popping. We PulseNation. CDX is a hottie. ATX giving the orders. Uptown, flawless. Westcott, gorgeous. You know I listen to Wales only. Crypto Wonder, that's my OG. We going maxi order.
You don't know.
Oh, that was hype.
Fuego, man. Fuego.
Oh my God.
That shit's hype, yo.
Too freaking good, man. Too freaking good. Straight up, like no cap on that for real. That shit is fucking fire, bro. Fire.
Appreciate it.
Everybody can't just do that. I mean, I don't think people understand that.
No.
Everybody can't just make that kind of voice and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like,
Bro,
like it takes a special kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta
wait till the bull market, dog. Imagine watching that video on the top of the bull, you know, on a yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, trust me, it's better this way.
Oh my god!
Yeah, exactly. Lisa Marie.
Yeah,
right
you don't want to mark tops, my nigga. You want to mark bottoms. You want to release maxi songs at the bottom, not at the top.
Right.
We already seen that mess. We don't want to replicate
that.
Oh my God. Yeah, everyone catching up on here. Crypto 7, appreciate you tuning in. As always, my friend Hexotl in the house. We got 7s in the chat. We got 8s, the infinite power number right there, the money making number right there. My guy, haven't heard this yet, coming out hard. Yeah, to everyone who hasn't heard that, my God, that is a drop of a drop. You don't know. To everyone, hey man, you got it, bro. You got it, man.
Appreciate it. The shirts are coming soon. The hoodies.
I've been hyped about some songs before in the ecosystem of the Hexicans, but God damn, ain't no one doing it like you.
That's a different one, man. That one's different.
That shit got that New York vibe. That's why.
Yeah. Brooklyn Grill. Fire, man.
Got that New York vibe.
I think I probably may have listened to that. I think far less than Crypto Wonder, no doubt. But I've probably listened to that bitch like 50 fucking times, and I guarantee all y'all go listen to it right now. It's on his Twitter. It's on my Twitter. It's on his YouTube. Go retweet this shit out. Get this shit popping everywhere, y'all.
Oh yeah, we popping out
100%.
here,
yeah, I need to put that and the Twitter Spaces on my YouTube. I be slacking, yo. I am no good with this type of shit.
Yeah,
stay with it.
Word.
I love it, yo.
What a vibe, dude. Exactly, man.
I love it,
man. It is a vibe. That's what it is. Yeah,
yo, this is crazy. Someone's asking this. I didn't know if I was ever going to ask this question. Now, stressful struggle. You make me wonder, have you been buying on the PulseChain? Because this is like a question I'm truly curious about. Let me know down in the chat, though, for real. Have you been buying HEX on PulseChain, or have you just been getting everything on PulseChain? This is the first time I've ever heard anyone ask, how do you get HEX on Ethereum? Right?
Very nice.
So I'm wondering if they heard about it and they came in straight through the PulseChain ecosystem.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah.
Right? And so that's where my mind goes. So stressful struggle. Let me know down in the chat. Again, USA, pretty simple. You go to ethhex.com. There are many different dexes out there. Matcha.xyz, CowSwap, 1inch.io. You got to use a VPN. Don't be messing with 1inch. If you're in the US, we'll just nix that one off the table. But there's many different dexes out there, so don't even worry about that to get that done.
Hey, that's very bullish to me that he didn't say, where do I buy HEX on PulseChain? He said, where do I buy HEX on ETH? That means people are coming straight to the chain, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hold on.
Man, we just getting started, bro. We just getting started.
Phew, homie. Check this out. I got. Matter of fact, let me just share this shit with y'all. So, when ATS come back, we'll talk about it because I want y'all to show this little graphic and all that because this is important to talk about because I don't think people understand how they need to be thinking about crypto. Yeah. In fact, I know they don't because if they did, HEX would be the centerpiece for everybody, plain and simple, because it lines up exactly with how people need to be thinking, simply because of what's about to happen. And what's about to happen is a digitization of the financial economy. In short. So, but when we get to this, when we are done with what we're currently talking about, we get to this, we'll talk about that shit.
Yeah, stressful struggle. Let me see if you ever responded. Yes, but I need more ETH HEX on ETH. So yes, you've been buying on. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Wow, that's freaking awesome. Like that's really cool hearing that stressful struggle, and I truly do mean that because, like, that's actually the first time you start thinking about like where people are going to be coming in straight through PulseChain and wondering how they get stuff on ETH, fam.
You don't know.
And that's like when you think about it again, it's this beautiful world that we live in, and then you look at it from like, okay, cool, I can get HEX over here, but I know I can get it half off over here. If I'm trying to get T-shares and my goal is T-shares, then I know I can get double the T-shares over on the Ethereum network. And again, man,
I wonder if the pH balance guys got it. I wonder if it was, or was it maybe streamers? I don't know. We'll find out.
You can find HEX on CalSwap.
Cal
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. CalSwap is where I've been going. That's where you can also learn how to do limit orders. It's going to be the next thing you want to start looking into. Stressful struggle is limit orders, but start with one thing first, man, and that's just getting the asset. Once you start getting the asset, start looking into staking HEX if you haven't heard about that aspect of it yet. There are many different things that you can find fascinating about this, obviously, and the more I went down the rabbit hole, the more I got excited. So I wish you the best journey on your adventure as well.
Stay with it.
Stay with it.
Stay with it. Gentlemen, I gotta skedaddle. I gotta do what I was doing earlier.
Okay.
Much love to all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying, and the chat and the community. Bullish every day, closer next day. One day closer to next all-time highs for all our beautiful coins, and let's keep doing what we do. Remain vigilant, be well, and it's all fire. Stay with it.
Stay with it. Crypto Wonder, have a good one, man. Be safe.
Take care, Wonder.
Well, peace.
Hey, y'all, go follow, subscribe to Crypto Wonder as well. Crypto Wonder podcast is where you can find him. You should do it. He's good stuff. Good peeps. He did a stream this morning. Did several streams every morning, but many.
My OG, yo. Crypto Wonder, that's my OG. Facts.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Because we was just young motherfuckers like a little while ago.
Yeah, bro. Time flies, man, especially when you're having fun.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Bro,
yeah.
me and Disciple. Huh?
Nah, go ahead, brother.
I was just gonna say, me and Disciple did a stream last night for 2 hours, bro. It felt like 15 minutes. We were having so much fun. You know what I'm saying? Like we having fun out here, man.
But that's what it's about, bro. And that's the thing that I think is hard for people to realize is how you can relate everything to crypto. Crypto relates to everything because money relates to everything.
Yeah.
Simple. So, no matter what you're talking about, you can tie back into crypto, period. I mean, there's no reason to not talk about crypto.
Bro, crypto is the tool, man. It is the tool. I talked about on my Twitter today how I think Richard Hart is using crypto as a tool. I think he has such bigger dreams and visions and ideas, and he's using crypto to make it a reality. So when I say we are early, bruh, I mean, dude, people don't get it, man. Richard Hart's just getting started on his journey, and we are here before. Here's the thing. People love to support and follow and invest in made men. What if you find a man before he's a made man? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Richard's a made man yet. You know what I'm saying? There's going to come a time where his name is so household on the levels of Bezos, Jobs, Musk, Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get there yet.
Right.
Yeah, no, and I had a fun thought, and I shared it with y'all as well, but I haven't shared it with anyone streaming yet. But I was like, if Richard Hart, if people knew how wealthy Richard Hart truly was, if someone knew his wealth, and again, not like I know the exact dollar amount, but his net worth, we'll say, just as if you know the net worth of certain individuals that you see on social media. So if you know that man's got money, would they even be coming at him with 12 mil? Would they even be saying shit about 12 mil? Nah,
they think that shit gonna break them.
They'd be like, oh, you have $5 billion. What? Here's 12 million. That's not even 1%. That's crazy.
That's nothing to that cat.
Yeah. And so I'm looking at it from that standpoint that I'm just, I laugh, it's cool that people can know, but I'm curious to see how this is all going to toss out in the end, but I know I'm along for the ride, bro. I'm just catching in on these dips. These are opportunities that I see right now. Oh yeah. Let me know if you want me to add that whenever, Wales.
Yeah, brother.
There it is.
All right, so let's talk about this for a little bit if you guys want. This is a little graphic by Visual Capitalists. I don't know if you're not familiar, look them up, visualcapitalist.com. They basically curate a whole bunch of graphics like this by gathering data from places like the Federal Reserve and whoever else produces financial information. And they produce interesting graphics that allow you to visualize what's going on and where. So this is showing us the dollar value of assets in the domestic U.S. economy by generation. And it's starting with the baby boomers, and then their children, which were Generation X, and then the Generation X's generation, which I guess was the silent generation. Or do I got this wrong? What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that shit work. Anyway, then you got millennials over here. I don't know how all that generation shit works, so I probably said that all wrong. Anyway, point is, this is all one pie, and all people with different assets. You know what I'm saying? All with assets in this pie. Now, the most important thing to understand is, even though you got equities, mutual funds, private business, other assets, pensions, real estate, and durable goods all listed for each generation, it's important to understand that they're probably double counting some of these assets. Right? Because a pension fund holds real estate assets already. A pension fund holds stocks. A pension fund holds private businesses. You see? So you got to think they're double counting, especially in this bucket. You know, they're definitely double counting in the pension bucket. Anyway, that's just to help you guys understand a very specific notion behind that. So if we take away the 9, 16, 2, that's what 11 plus 16 is 27. 2 again, 29. So take away 30 trillion, you're still left with 125 trillion in assets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Wow. Money.
Crypto is only what? 1 trillion.
Yep.
Only 1 trillion. So let's do a little hypothetical exercise here. Let's presume that they take, let's say, 25% of this 156 trillion, and they use crypto to denominate assets in those in cryptos, right?
Okay. Yep.
Like, let's say they pick a crypto and use that crypto to denominate 25% of assets. Or let's just speak broadly, because we don't know how it could be, right? Let's say they do pick shit coins and fake coins just because it's a ticker to them. They don't give a fuck anyway. They don't care about real money.
Right.
It's their system. It's at the end of the day. And their objective is to inject themselves into real crypto. So they got to use fake crypto when you really think about it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So let's say 25% of that, right? That means from 125, you're taking what? 30 trillion.
Yep.
We've only seen a 3 trillion high bull market.
That's right. Yep.
So that's a 10x from that point. Right. Check this out. What are the odds that coins like Bitcoin are going to be the ones that get picked to denominate assets? I don't think the odds for something like that are high. Odds are for Bitcoin or Ethereum. I don't think the odds are high for stuff like that to be picked. Maybe on a reserve asset basis, but not on a unit of account basis, which is entirely different. A store of value is a store of value. Right, a store of value is not something that's necessarily going to be used as money. There's a reason people don't use gold as money. Right, it ain't as convenient to use and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing can happen here, where crypto ends up becoming this medium that really nobody controls, but people think that they do.
Right.
You know, like shit like that could happen. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to just think up ways of, like, what's the most viable way of something like this actually becoming mass used? You know, because they want it. You can see that they want it. I got a whole column in my tweet deck where it's just all their little plans, and nobody in crypto has a fucking clue because they're not watching these people. They don't even know these people exist. You never heard. All right, let me ask you two. Have you guys ever heard the term Blockworks?
No.
Exactly. I'm the only person that talks about them. Nobody knows who the fuck they are, and they're the people that are actually laying down the real CBDC rails and all the fake crypto and all the shit that nobody really wants, but they don't know that they don't want it yet because it's not fucking up their shit yet.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't affect them.
Yeah, not yet, but when it does, it'll be too late.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. The powers that be have already done what they needed to.
Correct.
So here's what's funny. When I look at this chart, I look at it from a standpoint of all the assets that you just talked about are eventually them motherfuckers are gonna pass away. It is what it is, right? It's like you get older, you pass away, bro. You live, you die. It's just part of life.
Yeah.
So when I look at this little thing, I see all these assets are in all this other areas for the older generation. What's funny is our generation, for us, and then the future generations or younger generations as well, they actually are looking to not necessarily get into these assets that you're seeing right here, but actually getting into other things such as crypto, which is why you're seeing that little move happen. So it makes me wonder, like all these assets over here where people are looking at it, 13 trillion, like you just said 30 trillion for 25%. That's if like these people started moving all the assets and almost kind of wanting to partake in crypto. I'm looking at it from them dudes are dead, they gone, they out this bitch, bye-bye. And then all that money is then going into the younger generation, and they're putting that money. Either way, it's going to end up.
Yeah, same difference, right? It's just happening at a later point, but it's still happening. And it
right.
Because think about it. At the end of the day, people are starting to figure out what's going on. People are starting to figure it out because now we're getting to the point where in the U.S. the cost of living is moving up all the fucking time. Not once a year, like it used to be, but all the fucking time.
Yep.
You understand? Within the year. So people are like, what the fuck is going on? Well, they can't fucking afford to live. And it's not just the U.S. I'm just talking about the U.S. because that's where the majority of the people You funny, bro.
When I listen to Wales only, I can feel my peanut brain getting bigger.
Right.
I took that the wrong way when I first read that, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, man, but that's funny.
Yeah, I was right there with you. The first time I read it the same way you were thinking too.
I was like, wait, what?
Either my motherfucking peanut brain can't handle it in general. Like my nuts in my brain. What?
This is what me and Disciple talked about. Like people say, like, "Oh, Wes, you're a fucking noob. You don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, bro, you know who I hang around with? You know who I surround myself with? I don't just say shit to say shit. I got fucking ATX and Wales only and Crypto Wonder in my corner. Like, I'm not just saying shit for
fucking 18, bitch.
Yeah, bro. It's 18, bro.
Yes, sir.
Never lost. Like, what are we talking about? Never lost. So check yourself, yo. Check yourself.
Crazy, people just don't get the game that's being played, and I think that's the issue.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, our success is built upon the foundation of yield, not yield. And our X's are in crypto terms. Their X's are in fiat terms. We're not really playing the same game. We can't be. We're not. We're not even counting the same units of account. They're counting dollars. We don't give a flying fuck about dollars.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The dollar itself, based on monetary shit, we know it's got this whole little cycle of very, very short period of time in all reality. And we're kind of coming up to that end right now.
Let's think about it like this, because we're making and what could be argued as a tautological argument because it hasn't happened yet, right?
Yep.
So let's just say it like this. We know for a fact we can make more fiat with crypto.
Correct.
Why in the fuck would I give a flying fuck about making more fiat when I need to be making more crypto? That makes me more fiat without me having to do shit.
Right.
I don't get the fucking logic there, bro. Like, pull your head out your ass, please. And thank
you. They're going to get it at the top of the next bull. At the top of the next bull, people are going to say, fuck, I think crypto is the way. And I'm just happy we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody here now watching these streams, liking and commenting.
I've been saying that for a while. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, bro.
Yeah, man.
Get that shit. We're in too deep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, look, and I love talking about this shit because it's really the best wake-up call I've ever gotten. When they were doing the first HEX tour with the Germans and shit, that I went to Albany. I went upstate to Albany. And I seen the crowd and the conversations being had. I was listening and all that shit. And bro, motherfuckers didn't know what crypto was. We over here talking about HEX and all this other shit. Like, yo, let's pump the brakes.
Right.
Right? That was my thinking at the time. Like, yo, let's pump the brakes. But at the end of the day, we got to just be talking about the right things. And that's it. That's it. And this is why we can't talk about shit coins unless we're making fun of them, because we can't let people think it's cool. It's never cool. Like, yo, you can degen in private, right? But think about it like this. If you're married, you're not walking around in public with your mistress.
At all.
That's how you should do crypto shit. Think about this crypto shit just like that. Word up. You know what I'm saying? You can degen in private, but understand, if you stick your shit in that wrong hole, I'll say we didn't warn you.
Hey, man. Yo, we are so lucky. You got to respect the crypto. Because to say you got 100 million PulseChain now, nobody cares. To say you got 300 million PulseX now, nobody cares. But bro, 5 years from now, imagine saying to someone you got 100 million.
Who remembers the supply? Who remembers the supply ETH when it launched?
What was
I
it?
don't.
Yeah, well, it was like maybe 9. Hold on, I got the data. Let me not make up numbers. Hold on, because I got the data. Hold on.
Right,
but it wasn't. It was a lot. It wasn't a little.
Well, I mean, that's how you see like the Godwell, as we nominate him or so call him, has thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of ETH.
That's right.
Yeah, because he was a fucking ETH maxi.
My God, ETH maxi.
ETH maxi. Bitcoin. Maxi win, bro.
Yeah,
hey, that fucking win.
Yeah, those are definitely the winners, man. The people who truly just bought and held, and like, damn, dude, y'all making this so difficult sometimes, trying to be like, I gotta be involved in 50 different coins at the same time.
Every you gotta put $500 in this one, that one, this one, that. It's like, how about you win in one, and then when you win, now you could fucking sprinkle seeds everywhere because you got the capital to do it.
And this is something I've been trying to explain to people for a while. Like, everybody doesn't have the aptitude or the pocket to be able to do all that funky shit people be talking about. 72 million ETH.
Right.
At the jump.
Dang.
Now, it doesn't even sound like a lot because now we got coins that's billions and trillions in supply, right? But the thing about it is that the dollar value is going to be commensurate, because moving forward, inflation is going to be commensurate with what we've already lived through, only to be higher in the future. Like, I don't really think people grasp what's coming. And this is why they think, oh, $1 billion, $1 trillion. I don't need 1 trillion coins. Like, man, you don't get it. These video game numbers is not going to be video game numbers in the future. They're going to be the real numbers in the future, because motherfuckers do not do the math now. Right. And because motherfuckers don't do the math now, that's what we're going to be subject to, because people do not give a fuck. This is why we got $100,000 houses in fucking up now. Because when they were 10,000, motherfuckers didn't care. It was just 3,000 fucking 10, 20 years ago. It's all right. It's only 10,000. And then it's only 50. And then it's only 100. And then it's only 200. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden it's 34 million. Bitch.
Facts.
Like what we talking about, bro? And this is the shit that kills me. Like, we out here watching prices rise in our faces, and we just sitting back, relaxing, sipping on a fucking margarita like it's something to do.
Oh, man.
And I'm supposed to respect people that are pretending to do crypto. Like, if they got a clue and they can't even talk that talk. Nah, I don't think so. You don't get no respect from me if you're pretending to be an expert. If you're just visiting, you're a spectator, we all good. But I'm not talking to the spectators. I'm talking to those that pretend to be experts. Right. Yep. Those are the people I'm talking to, because they're misleading everybody. Straight up. They're misleading everybody. They're leading everybody to slaughter.
Crypto 7 says RH for president. Crypto 7, I'm with all of that. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Crypto 7's channel. He's a good dude. He streams when everybody else disappeared, you know what I'm saying? And if you need to get your mindset right, go subscribe to Crypto 7, man. He's a good dude, bro. But yeah, dog, Will's like, I feel everything you're saying, man. I feel like people, again, I go back to, they're just not respecting it, bro. Like, they're not, bro, this thing, HEX has been around going on 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, when shit rugs and when shit is not real crypto, it rugs within the first month, 2 months. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? We're going on 4 fucking years.
Yeah, nobody waits. Nobody waits to rug. They just rug.
Yeah, bro. Like, this ain't
giving you no opportunity to think twice and sell, motherfucker. They want that money now.
They go
like
on.
Street, bitch.
They're like, oh, okay, I got a 10,000 rug.
Word, AG Wentworth. I want my shit now.
What do you think about the SEC and all the bullshit FUD they giving? Like, how do you think that's gonna play out?
Like it always does. It's not gonna matter, bro. It's crypto. They have no jurisdiction here. No matter what they say, it's irrelevant.
So he probably just gonna settle out.
I don't know. As far as that goes, I don't know. He don't live here. They don't got no jurisdiction where he's at. Doesn't matter what they say.
He's not even acknowledging them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't nothing for him to acknowledge. He don't live here.
Right, right. Go kill yourself. Go jump.
He's not. He don't live here. I don't even know if he's a citizen of the U.S. I don't know, but he don't live here.
Look, I'm not getting fooled. I'm not getting fooled. You can tell me an asteroid is gonna hit the Earth tomorrow. I'm still not selling my HEX.
Jurisdiction is everything, and the man does not live within the confines of the continental U.S. So I don't see how they pulling it off. Good luck to him.
Shout out to Alan Fizame. He hits us with the super chat. The super chat, it says, the only true measure of success is the ratio between what we might have done and what we might have been.
There you go, baby.
Everywhere. Time to learn MF.
That's it. Thank you, Alan. That was a great comment, bro.
That really is, and that's exactly a true statement as well. There are ratios literally everywhere. You compromise every single time. If you're coming up to a fucking red light, you know what I mean, and the bitch is yellow, you're doing a ratio in your head. Do I got the odds to beat it right now? You know what I mean? Like, ratios are literally everywhere, folks.
I've been saying that since I started streaming. You got
everywhere, which is why we love HEX, because it's fucking math. It's ratios. It's based on logic.
You beat life when you get good at ratios, baby.
It's simple mathematics.
It really is. It really is.
Yo, bro, before I even knew you, talked to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to watch your streams, and that part in your intro when you say it's simple mathematics.
It really is, no.
I used to take that shit in your chat for so long. Every year, I used to be the first one in the chat. I'd say it's simple mathematics, and I don't even think you ever acknowledged you.
I don't think I ever saw you, bro. I don't remember your name.
Man. I was here, bro, for 2 years just lurking, man.
I never really paid attention to the. I don't pay attention to the chat like that. I just be going in,
bro. Make sure y'all subscribe to Wales Only. Follow Wales Only. Like, this dude gets and understands crypto. It's a couple guys. It's Wales Only. You know, it's guys like Crypto Coffee, Johnny Chaos, like. These guys are consistent. They stick around the ecosystem and they just spit bars 24/7. You know, you gotta latch on to one of these guys. I chose Wales. That's the guy I'm latching on to. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, man, I see a bright future, man. I really do.
Basically,
bright future.
So check this shit out, man. When I go on stream, I don't really see the chat because it's like, you know how when dudes be freestyling, you can't stop them.
Yep.
That's exactly what a stream is for me. That's why them shits be 3 hours long. Because you guys got to understand, this is decades of work that I'm piecing together and putting out there.
Respect it, y'all. People don't respect it.
Nah, they don't respect it. Once everything happens, they're gonna be like jaw dropped to the floor, like that motherfucker was right about everything. I can't believe
it. Oh my god,
motherfucker! I hate that motherfucker. That's all that's gonna happen.
Nothing. No, your message has never changed. I was talking to a disciple about this last night on the late night PulseNation stream, where it's just like, you want to be around the guy whose mentality doesn't change with the markets. You know, you got guys who were saying fucking 5,000x, 10,000x, and then the market changed, and now they're saying, oh, maybe a 10x. No, stick with the guy who's been consistent and has been staying with his fucking message all the way through. And that's who I want to surround myself with. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
we don't get emotional, bro.
It's hard to be consistent. That's the hardest thing about life, bro.
And it's hard.
Definitely, that's the only guarantee. That's literally the only guarantee in life is change. And so if you're consistent through change,
you're good.
Bro, I should have been rich and retired years ago as a rapper, as an entertainer.
Exactly.
But the one thing I didn't do was stay consistent.
That's right.
I would get on the Shade Room with a viral video, or I'd get on World Star with a viral video, or I'd be in the studio with Nick Cannon.
So I stick with it.
I wouldn't stick with it. I'd just be like, oh shit, I made it. And then I get comfortable.
That's
and I
right.
The next single and the next. This is the first time I'm being consistent with PulseNation. I'm putting out fucking streams every week. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going nowhere until we become multi-fucking millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Straight like, because consistency is the key to life. Straight up. And no matter what key. Yeah. That's it.
That's literally one of my phrases. Consistency is key.
You
want to be consistent, you fucked, bro.
Yo, you want to chase every new coin that comes out, or you want to stick with one that you fucking believe in and put every piece of energy you got into that motherfucker?
It just surprised me that you said it right there, man. It's like we went from a one coin, don't get me wrong, from our community, a lot of people started narrowing down to like the one or two or three, we'll say a handful of tokens if you want to be technical with it, because I'm sure you have to have Ethereum and all that stuff. Anyways, we went from that to like mini tokens, and like everyone just completely forgot whose they was. Like that's as simple as it is right there. They literally just forgot what got them there, what put them where they were, what allowed them to do what it is, and now they're just like, man, things are taking too long.
And that's why we call the episode patience. Motherfuckers are not patient. They're impatient.
I mean, this is why so many people missed the DYOR trade. The P-DYOR trade, excuse me.
Bingo, weren't patient. They weren't patient. Because I talked about it with more than enough fucking time. And what happened? People laughed. They said, Wales, you crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Bet y'all motherfuckers is feeling pretty fucking dumb right now, ain't you?
Well, I guess you could almost look at it from this standpoint when you started seeing this, right? Because that was kind of the thing that kind of kicked it off to show us that that's probably going to be a possibility. The chances are there, let's say, okay? So again, based on odds and ratios, what are we talking about, right? And so that showed us that people went from like Rat Bitcoin, they got copied over when PulseChain launched. People went crazy. They got in thinking they could match. They dropped it because they're like, oh shit, wrong coin. It went back up again, which was funny. This time it didn't go near as much as it did previously, and that's what got people caught right there in that little trap, if you will. But it is kind of funny that, you know, it is being tested. It's being shown. And again, this is going through. We'll call it price discovery, y'all. All these are new coins together on a new chain, right? We're 97 days in on a new chain. Price discovery happens.
Bro, we had a guy comment on this stream saying, how do I get HEX on ETH? I know how to get it on PulseChain. How do I get it on? I said, yeah.
That's how you know, bro. We've done it.
If that don't tell you we are doing the work, people are getting into their first blockchain is PulseChain. And that to me is freaking crazy.
That's amazing, bro.
I think that's incredible, man.
It's amazing, bro. Now check this shit out, guys. When after mainnet, you know, I gave the advice that it's time to eventually pick those copies that you think are the most viable.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, you know, Bitcoin, the fucking stables, like, you know, Ethereum, like, bro, I don't think you can do Ethereum. Never mind.
Right.
Because Ethereum was the one that was sliced. So never mind Ethereum. I don't know about any of the other copies because I don't like none of them shit coins on ETH. So I wouldn't recommend them over here.
Right.
So, you know, I guess the only one is Bitcoin and stables. So, but most people missed the Bitcoin trade because the Bitcoin trade, that joint went all the way down to like 15, 16. You know, nobody was looking at that shit. Right. This is the thing. You gotta have, and this is why I keep trying to tell people the same thing over and over. You gotta have a plan in mind of what you want to do. What's the picture you see for the market? You know, you got to have different pictures, different scenarios playing out in your head for different ideas. You know, I don't know why people didn't think it was smart to fucking have a bag of fucking stablecoin that you knew was a copy. You knew it was a fucking copy. You knew. Everybody fucking knew. Why you acting like it's a secret? What the fuck is all this bullshit?
Right.
And
this is the shit that sets me off. It sets me off because I'm not out here promoting it like some fucking scam king. Bitch, I done fucking told you 2 years ago. I told you a year ago. I told you 90 days ago. How many fucking times you need telling? I'm not your goddamn mama. And this is why so many people fail in the market. They think somebody's supposed to be their mama and tell them what the fuck to do and when to do it.
When are you buying? When are you selling? Can you hold my hand?
Nah.
You could jump.
I want to know all of your trades.
I hate that.
And I mean, yo, people out here promoting this shit when, talking about it when at local tops every time. Never fails. That's when you see the tweets. Every time, it never fails.
Usually, if it's in your radar at that point in time, you're late.
You're late.
Let's just
buy the blood. Buy the blood.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, dude. You wait till blood on the streets, and fun little fact about meme coins in general. You wait until that bitch drops 90-95%, and then go have fun if you want to partake in it.
Or whatever. Just start getting your feet out ready is the point. Because once the tweets start coming out, it's time to start getting ready to buy.
Hey, if you gotta play and get in, get out. Hey, that's the thing with that whole situation, and just in general, man. I do not like that stress in my life personally. Bro, I've been there many times, right? And I know how I feel in that situation. I can remember every single time that I've felt, every single trade that I've done, because I do something like this, and then I'm like, damn, I'm watching this chart like a hawk. I'm over here. Okay, cool. I'm going to import that. Cool. Okay, this is where I get out. And then do you get out all the way? Do you get out just a bit? Do you get out just a smidge? What do you do, right? And then, that's where people fuck up.
That's right.
Big facts.
I got something if you want. Let me pull it up if you want, Wells.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, sure. Oh, my bad. No. I wasn't sharing it.
Well, damn.
I thought you meant you.
No. My bad.
You good.
All good. But no, that's what. So I was like, I was looking at all these trades and everything happening lately, and dude, like, there's some people making moves here, and I said this before. They're doing good. They're doing all right, man. It's very rare that you see someone do good in this game of meme coins in general, because so often, like I said, you got to be paying attention. You got to know what to do, right?
Yep.
If you ain't never been in that situation before, you don't move as fast as you should. And that's what a lot of people make the mistakes on, is we are in this game for HEX as a long-term play. A lot of us are staked 55 or 15.22 years. A lot of us are out there, right? And many stakes in between to fill in the blanks and gaps in between. So what's funny is you got this long-term mentality, and then you're trying to make a long-term mentality on something that's a short-term play.
That's
right?
it, man.
And that's very difficult to do, because you talk yourself into holding a little bit longer. You talk yourself into holding through the ups and downs, because this is what I'm here for. I'm here for the long haul. But in these coins, you got to get in, and then you got to get out, man. And you got to have a good enter strategy and a good exit strategy, a good one, right? Like, you take profits all along the way until you out. You can leave yourself a little moon bag if you want. As a rule of thumbs, it's 10%. If you just want to have something as a moon bag, but you hold something, and then if it goes off to the moon, then congrats, you did good. But at the end, you got to get in and get out 90% your bag, y'all. And if you're not playing that game right there, meme games are going to destroy your life.
You gotta, but okay. So let's talk, and I do want to share screen, but we can talk about this because this is important.
Pull it up.
This is why I'm very against talking about degen and speculation or whatever. Because I really want people to understand that should not be the priority. It should really not be the priority. It's one thing to be able to do it successfully and make it a quasi focus.
Right.
Because then that means you have successfully learned how to compartmentalize that activity.
Right.
Because crypto is not for that. It's not. This is like the internet in the 90s, man. You need to be staking your claim and never letting go.
Right.
Facts.
I don't know how many times I gotta say that shit.
In the 90s, y'all.
Yes, man. That's exactly what it is.
Rewind that. Understand that.
Consistent bars, B. This is why I am the best when it comes to explaining this shit. Because motherfuckers don't understand what's about to happen.
Well, before you continue, where are we going to be 10 years from now, dog?
It's hard to say. Because
in a better place?
It depends on what we collectively do as a people. That's a problem.
I'm going to have so much money. I'm going to be floating on a river face down.
Individually? We all might be in that position, my nigga.
Yo, listen, well, I'm gonna be floating face down, butt naked, dead in a river, dog. Because I'm gonna have so much money. I'm gonna do so much crazy.
But
shit.
I bust a mean nut right before that death, though.
Bro, you can't give me multi-millions of that. You cannot give me millions of dollars. I will not last long, y'all.
You
I
so
will not
stupid.
last. Just make sure it gets to my kids, y'all. Please. Make sure it gets to my kids.
Write that shit down, bro, so you make sure it happens. That's all you got.
Yes.
Write it down.
I'm gonna need y'all to. Yo, listen, I'm gonna give y'all my seed phrase at some point. Make sure it gets to my kids.
That's my Dear John letter, bro. Hook me up.
Y'all gonna find me floating face down.
ADX know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Man, but continue, dog. I just wanted to add, but continue.
Word. So look, it's really shaping up to be that it's gonna be the future we want. Because if you look at what's happened in Argentina, and let me update you guys might not know. Yesterday, or what's today? Thursday. So maybe it was Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember which day it was. There was a new president put in place in Argentina. Okay. Now, the president's platform was, guess what? Take a guess.
What do you mean?
He won on the platform, on a specific platform.
Oh, some social media.
No. On a specific campaign promise. Sorry.
Oh, okay, cool. That he was gonna, I don't know, either get people paid more money, lower inflation, something stupid.
Nah. Get rid of central banks.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's
somebody
coming.
in the chat knows. Carl.
I'm in, big dog.
Argentina currency is wrecked. New president might destroy the central bank.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So let me explain what he wrote it wrong, but let me explain what he means.
Okay. Yeah,
exactly. He wants to destroy the central bank. He ran on the campaign promise. His platform is that he's gonna get rid of the central bank in the country.
Wow.
I.e., they're going back to real money because he understands that's the problem.
Right.
Everybody's problem is the same, and it's the money. Why can't you afford shit over time? Because the money loses value. It's not because you suck. You ain't doing nothing different.
Facts.
We have to jump through these hoops in order to be able to make more, in order to be able to keep up with the cost of living.
Right.
It's not really that. I mean, it's one thing to want to be successful and all this shit and all that. It shouldn't require that to live, though.
Right.
No,
and I don't think people get that. That's the problem, because that's not how it works.
Why? So, what is his goal? Is to get rid of central banks. How do you propose getting rid of central banks, though?
It depends on how the country's constitution is written, and odds are the central bank there is operating illegally, like it is here.
Oh yeah,
unlawfully. Excuse me, like it is.
Right.
So that's all.
Yeah, a little abuse of power, and then just putting
correct.
in some
right. Yeah, because it's the whole system that's corrupted, right? Once you want to get a central bank in place, the entire system must be corrupted. Otherwise, the central bank cannot exercise its influence. And
so he's dead, basically, because they ain't gonna let him go.
No, he ain't dead yet. He's actually in power. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The dude in El Salvador got shot. This guy made it all the way.
Right.
So they got problems. And their retaliation move was simply raising the interest rate to 118%, thereby fucking everybody in the country a little bit more. It's already a fucked country. You know how many times this country has already debased their currency? In our lifetimes, at least 10 times.
Right.
In our lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, Ecuador got like that? Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I hear stuff like
Ecuador, not in Salvador. Ecuador. El Salvador is the one that's gotten away with it. They're the Bitcoin country.
Yeah. El Salvador's already got the BTC. Yeah,
Ecuador is where Cass is getting popped at.
Wow.
Yeah, the U.S. has a stronghold. The U.S. has a stronghold in Latin America. People don't understand that. This is why Latin America is a mess. Similar to Africa. It's all by design, people. We are not what they make us seem. Don't be ridiculous. Nobody likes to live in squalor and shit. How fucking dumb are you? Americans are very stupid. This is why when Americans travel outside the U.S., they get treated like the shitheads that they are.
Right.
And it's a sad fact.
Right.
It's true. It's just true. I'm sorry. It's just true. It's like when people meet me and I tell them I'm from the Bronx and I speak Spanish. They're like, oh, wow. I didn't know that was possible. A person that can speak 2 languages with no inflection in their dialect. Oh, my God. Yeah, motherfucker. It's possible. Yes.
Facts.
I'm sorry that you're that dumb and that you've never met anybody.
The bubble has been popped. Your brain has been burst.
Exactly. You're welcome, motherfucker. Like, it's
My
crazy.
God, I couldn't even imagine this being a scenario to happen.
Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's not so much the fact that you're shocked by it, it's just the reaction. It's like, damn, your world is really that small, bro. You're really that blown away by this shit. Cool.
Right.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild out there, bro, for real.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But anyways, you know, and this is why having the right mind frame as far as how to look at the big picture is critical, man. Because here we are. If you're looking at the chart I got on my screen, you know, the S&P 500, if you look at it, it's been up. And let me put it smaller time frame here. This is really just looking at all of 2023, right? I mean, it's just basically been up, right? I mean, this is the start of the year.
Right now?
This is the S&P 500.
Okay,
this
cool,
is the
cool.
S&P 500 futures market.
Yep.
So if you look at this is basically January 1st right here on the left-hand side. Like right here, this bottom is basically the end of the year, beginning of the year. And then we tested that level after a little short rally into mid-February, you know, Valentine's Day. Some motherfuckers can get their money up, get their hoes out and all that.
Yep.
And then we sold off into tax season, right? Because that's really what's going on. So it's important that people understand that.
Correct.
Because that's kind of how it works. And then after that, had a nice little bull run into top of August. And then what happens? A fantastic U.S. credit downgrade. Same thing happened in 2010, actually. Or 2011, actually. No. Was it? Yeah, it was 2011. In 2011, I think it was Moody's that downgraded the U.S. Either Moody's or S&P. This time it was Fitch that downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating. What that means is that their credit card spending and limit and all that shit is out of bounds. That's basically what they're saying. So that's why Janet Yellen was out there making the rounds, talking her shit, trying to act like it was all good, but the market basically ain't buying.
Oh, yeah, it's trying to come out with the $1 trillion coin, all that good stuff.
They're trying to do whatever they can to make it feasible, but the problem is that people are no longer playing the game, right? Because for the longest time, people would say, well, why would everybody agree to that ridiculousness? Because everybody's country is getting screwed by the debasement of the currency. Yeah, well, while the countries are getting screwed, guess who's not? The people that benefit from those power structures. And this is exactly what we see in America. This is what we see everywhere in the world. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. So what people need to understand is that until we collectively say no more, well, it continues because they have no reason to change it. You're letting them do whatever they want. Why would they change it?
Right.
You asking for it isn't going to make it happen. Has it ever made it happen that way? People protested forever, and nothing has ever changed. So what makes you think that they're going to voluntarily do any motherfucking thing? You got to be a moron to expect that.
Right.
And most people really just are. Sadly.
Yep.
They don't understand that we have to say no more because the government's position is very specific. It's administrative. It is not directive. And that's end of story. That's not a debate. That's a fucking fact.
Right.
And people do not understand that. They need to read so that they can understand what the laws actually are. Some random person that's in an office is not going to tell you how to fucking live. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if they write it down on some bootleg paper. That shit is not real. It does not supersede the law of the land. And that's just how it is. If you don't know how to debate that, then you're going to, be subject to getting screwed over.
Which we see every day.
Which is what we see every day. That's right.
Yes.
That's why people think Oh my God, the U.S. is against crypto. Are they? It doesn't really matter. Never has. Just like it hasn't mattered if China is or isn't. Just like it never matters if exactly you laugh, but you didn't laugh when I mentioned the U.S. though. See? You see? That's right.
Right.
Your preference is to the U.S. side of things because that's where you live, so you view it differently. You get what I'm saying?
That's just funny, yeah.
That's right, but it's all the same. Doesn't matter the country, you see?
Right.
And that's important for people to understand. Because until people understand that, then crypto is going to have a hard time gaining mass adoption. That, in my opinion, is what's going to preclude it from reaching mass adoption because people are going to ultimately figure out the system is a scam because guess what? Their cost of living is not going to stay flat. It's only going to go up.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's how they're going to figure it out, whether you want them to or not. Sorry, bad guy.
Hey, man. I'm just happy we here now.
You got somebody asking, explain why they made the first centralized bank.
For war.
Checks my pulse.
To fight war.
Yep.
To fight wars. Yeah. In our time, as far as we know it, it was just simply for the same reason that they exist now. To fight wars.
Wow.
To fund wars. Because everybody wins at that level that benefits from those activities, which we don't get to benefit from. We just go to war and die. We fight for the manufacturing companies that make the objects that kill the soldiers on the field or the civilians in the battlefield. That's the reality. And I'm sorry, I hope this channel doesn't get banned because I've never even talked about this type of shit on my channel, but
bye guys, it was fun, it was nice.
Yeah.
PulseNation's been a blast. We had to drop some facts, and unfortunately, when you do that,
hold on. Yo, shit is popping off, guys. Shit is popping off. Check this out. Just in. Crisis hit property giant China Evergrande files for Chapter 15 bankruptcy in New York. Bankruptcy. Now, what kind of bankruptcy is Chapter 15? I've
only heard of Chapter 11 and Chapter 7, so I actually don't know what Chapter 15 is.
I got you. So Chapter 15 under Title 11, United States Code, a bankruptcy code that deals with certain jurisdiction, right, in bankruptcy cases specifically, right? So every chapter references to different things that a company can and can't do under that chapter. Correct. So, for example, if you're a person, you probably can't file a Chapter 15 because it's probably only for corporations.
Gotcha. That makes more sense why I've never heard of it before because I've only dealt with people.
Correct. That's right. Chapter 7, 11, more familiar. So let's see. So the general purpose is realized through 5 objectives. No, I think I read a little too far. The general purpose of Chapter 15 and the model law on which it is based is to provide effective mechanisms for dealing with insolvency cases involving debtors, assets, claimants, and other parties of interest involving more than one country. So that's why it's a Chapter 15.
Wow.
Because there's foreign creditors afoot, not just domestic.
Right. Wow. That's yeah, I mean that's gonna be news to shock the market. I mean, I know China's already going through hard in terms of the real estate market. They're down.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna say it's like 30% or something, either month over month or year over year. I want to say month over month. It was crazy.
It was month over month, actually. Yes.
Yeah. They went like crazy down on that one. So I know the real estate's getting hit hard there, and I know they propped up the real estate for many years, obviously through their own mechanisms and their own laws that allowed them to do so.
100%. Every GDP print was, I would say, categorically worse than ours, because at least ours is based on some type of economic activity.
Right.
Theirs is based on generated economic activity. So if the government wanted to generate a specific GDP figure, all they had to do was spend X amount of dollars and they would generate it. And they knew that. That's how it was set up.
Right. Chapter 15 is new. Interesting.
It's specifically for cross-border shit.
Hey, y'all better be sending super chats. We got whales in this motherfucker spitting. I mean, my God. This is free, y'all. This is free. Free game. My God, dude. Like, dude, it's just to be able to sit across and soak all this up, bro, is just incredible, man.
Let me tell you, bro. You want to know how I started down this path? It's funny because I never really started trying to learn all this shit. It just happened randomly, actually. I started out trying to figure out how to make money in stocks, and then realized you had to pay taxes in that shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is some bullshit, right?
Right.
So then I started reading about taxes, and that leads me to understanding that tax havens exist.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I get into this whole macro and this whole international side of shit. Like there's a whole world out there of money that people just, everybody thinks America is where everything is at, but they don't know that it's actually not where everything is.
Correct.
It's just where everything spins around.
Yeah. Yeah, just people in America truly do believe that for sure.
Yeah.
Just like the whole I've been seeing videos going around. This is just throwing off bases real fast for fun, but I've been seeing the videos going around of people talking about how many genders are there in different countries and asking people in different countries how many genders are there just to see their reaction. And people are kind of just like, what's about like two? What? Like what are we talking? Just two. What is that a trick question? Like,
right.
Do I know? Do you know something I don't know? And it's like they don't even see it from the same perspective. Again, based on perspective, raw. Because like I know if I ask that question here in the U.S., people like, I got, I know there's a right way. There's a way.
They're gonna fucking come up with these bullshit answers that are incorrect.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny how that whole thing, how it all works. But yeah, that kind of just reminded me of that same whole topic there, where it's like coming down to perspective, and damn, everything does not revolve around the U.S. boys and girls. To break it down to those folks,
it doesn't.
I've never heard that before.
The thing that people need to understand is that it's only tied to the U.S. because of the fiat system. Right, like that's everything is predicated on that, because everybody that lives in the West benefits from U.S. centric activity. If you're in Europe, you're probably buying goods that are made from something we finagled in one way or another, or helped Europe finagle in one way or another by decimating some other third world country. This is how the shit literally works.
Right.
Nothing is free. Nothing is pain free. Everything costs somebody something. Right. And nobody really wants to know the cost. They think it's just going to the store and paying for it. But nah, that's the last step to the puzzle. That's the last piece, actually. So, yeah.
I'm just laughing at Disciples' message. I ain't going to pull it up.
Well, hey man,
I don't want to get nobody in trouble or nothing over here on that.
Shout out to everybody here. We got over 100 people live. We got a bunch of people in the comments. We appreciate y'all being here in a bear market. Good times are on the horizon. You just got to stick around, and like the episode is called, be patient, man. It's patience is the key. We're gonna win. It's one day your bag is gonna pop.
Imagine, let's do some math, because I really want people to feel the fucking pain, because I don't think people get it. Let's imagine you waited and you did buy die after it made the bottom and you saw it was safe to buy and whatever bullshit you want to think, and you bought it at let's say 6% of one PLS. So you paid 0.06 for it per PLS, and that would, let's give people a number, because I don't like to think in dollars. I think in PLS.
Right.
So people might want to get in tune with what the fuck I'm doing if they want to, find some success over here.
Yep.
Right.
And that's not even a suggestion. Good luck. Because I'm not telling y'all a whole lot of shit that I'm doing, and there's a very good reason for that.
Right.
So, people be out here acting like they know better. Shit. All right, we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see at the end of this game who really knows better.
Oh, yeah.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. And those that don't talk, they ain't talking for a reason.
Absolutely, man.
That's right.
That being said, ATX, you got anything else?
Man, it's just chilling over here, my friend. You know how it goes, man. I look at things and conversations and what we got going. I love the conversations that we have. I love all the PulseNation coming in, tuning in, the audience that we get, the audience that we're able to capture and share and spread the good message that does allow people to continue, because sometimes you got to hear things. I know Will said it Best a little bit ago, like he had to explain to people what DCA was, right? Sometimes you just got to go through and say things so many times. Heck, I'm glad we got to launch and actually showcase Westcott's song on the channel as well. I was wondering if we were going to, but I'm always a fan of throwing it out there for my boy Wes. Guys, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff to not only myself, Wes, and Wales, but also Crypto Wonder for all the love that we get as well for him.
Absolutely.
Word.
Yeah. Appreciate
so check this out, guys. If you would have been patient and just stalked this die trade, you know, you could have picked up die with 5 zeros and a 5. Or a 6 or a 7, you know, super cheap relative to where it is now. Because right now it got 2 zeros. So a lot of people missed an easy 50x.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 1,000 into 50,000. You know, do whatever math you like, but that's the type of shit you need to be thinking about when you're fucking around FOMOing, because that's not what pays. It's being patient and waiting for the opportunity to present itself.
You could also pick up PulseChain and PulseX with what, 4 zeros right now?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's opportunities come when they present themselves.
Yeah.
You know, people were trying to buy all the PulseChain they could when it was expensive. And now they're dumping it.
Yeah, I was looking at the incentive token for shits and gigs, and I know we'll wrap it up here, S's and G's, whatever. So I was looking at the incentive token. So I was looking at people coming in when it was back at $80, I want to say, around that ballpark, you know, when it was on that run up, going up. Did it get as high as $80? Yeah, anyways, whatever it was. I think it was $80.
It went 3 digits, bro.
There you go. Okay, cool. So as it was doing that whole run up, I was seeing people coming in and doing like, you know, $100,000 buys, $200,000 buys. And I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, y'all ain't doing 100 like this. Is like, what was it?
Now is the time to be pouncing.
Backwards, bro.
People are thinking about that. Hell nah, they running far as fuck from it.
Yep, backwards, man. You got to get that. You got to get your mind right for sure, friends and fam, because that is what it all comes down to at the end of the day. But guys, this is PulseNation episode 30 in the books. Wales, appreciate you tuning in, my boy Wes. Appreciate you co-hosting over here as well. We'll catch y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Y'all take care.
Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay callin' in this bitch.